Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Today's video is an update from my Pan and Every eyeshadow palette project. I've been doing this for quite a while now and I really enjoy it. If you don't know what it is, basically I'm trying to hit Pan in every single eyeshadow palette that I own, and I use a random generator to select the palettes that I'm working on. I work on 5 palettes at any given time. If I haven't hit Pan on it by the update, I just roll it on to the next month. Last time I decided to also roll in a palette that I already had Pan in, just so that they weren't then getting neglected. So yeah, I've got 6 palettes on the go at once, plus I pick a face palette just to use. I'm not worried about hitting Pan in the face palettes. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it. It's also helping me to declutter some palettes that I'm not keen on, and it just sort of helps me, it just gets me working on different types of palettes, seeing what I like, what I don't, and I'm really hoping it's going to help me narrow down my collection. Virtually all of these palettes came in through beauty boxes, so they might not have been something that I would have naturally purchased had I gone into the shop to buy them, you know, or looked online for something in specific. But I've discovered some real gorgeous palettes along the way. So today's update is 2 months since my last video. I can't believe it. Well, virtually like about a week short of 2 months. No wonder I'm ready to get moving on. So I'm going to be decluttering 2 palettes. I have hit Pan in one of the palettes and 2 of the palettes will be rolling over. Then I'll be switching out obviously my face palette and switching out my previous used palette as well. So yeah, what I'll do, we'll go through everything first and then we'll get the wheel of names up, like the random generator, to select a couple of new palettes to work on. Right, so the first thing, I'll show you what I'm decluttering first of all, is this one from Revolution. It is the Revoholic Matte Edit. And I've used it a couple of times, and to be fair, it's fine, you know, but I just don't feel I need to keep this in my collection. So I've got a really lot, these are really nice, I think, as like to set your base or anything to set your lids, and we've got quite a lot of nice different tones in there. And these are nice just for like warming up like your crease or outer V, with a couple of fun random colours. I will probably pass this on to my niece if she wants it. But yeah, I just don't feel the need to keep it in my collection anymore. I don't wear loads of mattes. Well, I wear a few, but they tend to be incorporated into my other palettes. So I'm getting quite strict now. I'm going to be moving house in the next month or so. There's going to be a huge declutter coming up because I'm not taking all this with me. So yeah, I'm trying to be really good now and just be a little bit more brutal about it, and like, do I want to keep this in my collection or not? And the answer for this is no. It wasn't dreadful, but you know, it's a good affordable brand, isn't it? But time for it to go. The other one that I'm rolling out is this Magnetic by Cocoa Honey. So it kind of looks like it should be a lovely palette. However, there's nothing exciting in here. The mattes are just a bit, you know, basic. You can get them in any other one. And then we've got these glitters, but I'm just not fond on having that like this so close to my eyes. And I don't really wear glitter, but I mean, you know, I mean, they're not bad, but it's just not for me. So I might see if I can pass this on to somebody, but I just don't want to keep it in my collection anymore. So it's bye-bye to that. The ones that I am still working on, I'll show you those first, and I'll save the pan for the last palette that I show. So I rolled this in last time, I think so. So it's a little Charlotte Tilbury one. It's the Celestial Pearl. I got this, I think, in a Charlotte Tilbury mystery box. So I've been working on it a little bit. It was pretty new actually when I brought it in. I've used like these 3 shades here. And all right, and I've got, but I found that I don't use them on their own. I kind of end up like layering them. Like today, I've got like this one on at the bottom and then this one over it, you know, and this is quite pretty. But yeah, I'm just not a massive fan of that. I'll show you what these look like. They feel, I mean, the formula feels lovely. They are so expensive, aren't they? They are pigmented, they're nice. And then here's this one that I've been kind of putting on top of it. So they're pretty. And then this is just a nice little topper that I've worn a few times. I've just kind of pressed this on top but I quite like these like little pinky like rose gold shades, and that's really pigmented, isn't it? They're really, really nice. So the one that I've not really used is, what does it say? This one here. You can see it's still got the embossed bits on. It's got a bit of a yellow and pink shift. I'll maybe get, it's just, I'm not really into duochromes, so I won't use that, but I'm going to try and hit pan in it and then make my mind up. But yeah, it is fine. I don't think it's my favourite, you know, by any means. Let me just pause. I'm just going to get something for my fingers. Yeah, so it's not, I'm just not a massive fan of the duochrome, but I mean, someone else might like it, but these are all pretty enough. And like, yeah, I mean, that's actually quite nice by itself. I might give that another little go and see if I can hit pan in that. So yeah, that is those. And then this is one that I purchased myself. I absolutely love the packaging. And when I saw the palette, I've had it a couple of years, but I'd never used it until I rolled it in this time. So obviously the packaging is stunning. But yeah, I'm really disappointed in it. And yes, I bought this, but I'm just not a massive fan. So this is the palette. It does look gorgeous. Now the formulas are really soft, so I can probably hit pan soon if I just work at it. But I'm just not loving the shades. So I've been using this to set my lids a little bit, and this is quite a nice little crease colour. But yeah, I kind of like goldy shades and things and bronzy shades, but like this one here, it looks very pink and dewy chromy. When I look at it, it looks more yellow, more gold. Let me just, so you can see, that's it there. Again, I'm not a massive duochrome person. And then I thought I quite like greens as well. So I tried like the green one day, and it just looks really kind of, I don't know, I'm just not a fan of the colour. I'm so sad. I'm going to keep on going on with it, see how I do. Try a few more of the other colours, or maybe use them as like liners on my lower lash line. But yeah, I'm so sad. I wanted it to be something different, I think. But yeah, what a disappointment. As I say, if I'd have got that in like an advent calendar or something, I'd have been probably really thrilled. But because I bought my own money, I don't know, I just don't feel the shades work for me, and I don't like the actual finish of the formula on my eyes. Probably just 'cause I'm a bit older. I just don't think, I don't know, too much, just too much. However, this palette was fantastic, and this is the Ciate I Am Woman, What's Your Superpower palette. I really enjoyed it, and it was a pleasure actually to use it. I really, really loved it. You can see I've gone into it quite a bit, and I've got a pan in perfectly, not perfect, quite a big pan. But yeah, I've gone into this quite a bit, and I really like this. This is definitely my kind of like palette. So I'm so happy to keep this in. So this is the shade I hit pan on, and I literally just wore this all over my lid. How stunning is that? Let me sort of show you there. Like, it's so soft and buttery and creamy, and the pigment just gorgeous. So yeah, that will be going back into my collection. Really happy to have that in, and I think this was in an advent calendar one year. So yeah, it's just beautiful. Lovely. So yeah, we're keeping that. So the one that I rolled in from a palette that I'd already sort of hit pan in previously was this little Natasha Denona mini retro palette. Now, thanks to the sharp eagle eyes, when I'd seen this on the roulette wheel last time, I grabbed out the Mercury retrograde palette because I just saw, I think, like the retro, and just didn't read it properly, and I was corrected and went, Marcia, no, it's your Natasha Denona. So yeah, I switched it out, and so I've been playing with this a little bit more, and I have used it a few times, so it's had a bit more love. So obviously I'd had this from previous roll-ins, but I used this green last week, and it was just beautiful. Oops, my pan has just dropped out. Did you see that? Oh my gosh, in you go. But anyway, and I've now got a hair on it. This green shade here is just stunning. And it is, compared to the green in the Urban Decay palette, which was like that one. Let me show you this one next to it. And this is just more of a khaki. And it is just so nice. I really, really enjoyed wearing it. So yeah, it was really nice to play with this a little bit more. It's a great little palette. I just think it's got a real nice sort of mix of colours. This is really nice as a little topper as well. If some of your eyeshadows are a little bit dark, you can kind of just pop a bit of that in the centre to lighten it up. So I'm pleased I got to play with it again, but it's going to go back. And then the face palette that I picked last time to work was the Zoeva Screen Queen. And I'd never really used this. And pleasantly surprised. And I found like a real favourite. So it is meant to be like a... Is it like meant to be like a highlighting palette? But let me tell you, I've used this as a bronzer. And I've used it quite a lot. You can see I've had loads of use out of it. Absolutely loved it. I've also used the highlighters a few times. And I don't normally wear highlighter. And I've started wearing highlighter now every day. Just really enjoying having that glow and just getting back into like makeup again properly. But this is beautiful as a bronzer. And I kind of used it more just like on my cheeks and things. It was just, it's lovely. It looks really glowy there, but I'm just trying to find somewhere to put it. It was a really, really lovely shade. I mean, you can't really see, but you can see that it just gives. It was lovely on the cheeks. So yeah, I'm really pleased that I picked that. Pleasantly surprised. Okay, right. I'm going to pause you just now before we select the next ones. I just need to clear my hands, and then we will get picking the next palettes. Right, so we need to select 3 new palettes to roll in. So I have got my wheel of names here. I've taken out the palettes that I have decluttered, and I've also taken out the Ciate palette where I've hit the pan in. So I've got 32 palettes here without any pans in. So fingers crossed we get some good palettes. So let's roll in 3. Okay, here we go. So the first palette is going to be, what is it gonna be? I always feel slightly anxious with this. It is, the Juvia's Place, the Rebel Honey. Okay, 1 second. I've just realised I will just keep rolling and then we will pick them out. So Juvia's Place, the Rebel Honey. Remember this. I'll do a screenshot actually just in case my brain is a little bit rubbish. Okay, and then next one is, here we go. I just thought in case you thought I was cheating, so I thought I'll just roll them all first. I normally put them all out here at the side, but I've just left them over there. Next one is Estate Just a Taste Foxtrot. They can be a bit hit and miss, can the Estate palettes, I've found, but that's okay. It's only a little tiny quad. And then the final palette that we're rolling in without a pan in is talk amongst yourselves, guys. We've got, the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible Deluxe Edition. Oh, fantastic. Brilliant. Okay, so I'm just going to pause you there. I'm just going to go and pick these, and then we will roll in. We'll roll in the one that I've already got a palette as well, like my little bonus palette. So I'll just open this up, and I've got one here with all of my palettes in. So this is the wheel for this one, and we've got 72 palettes all together. So let's roll the little bonus palette. And we are bringing in, this is to replace the little Natasha Denona, the Laura Geller Cinnamon and Spice. Oh, that's a nice palette, I think. I got that one from a FabFitFun box years ago. Lovely. Okay, I'll be back in 2 ticks. Okay, I'm back. I have got the palettes that have been rolled in here, so we'll have a little look at these together. So the first one I rolled in, it feels empty. It feels so light. It's the Juvia's Place, the Rebel Honey. I think this is my only Juvia's Place palette. I know like there are so many palettes and lots of people sort of have had loads of them before, but yeah, I've never used it. I don't think I've even tried this yet, so I think I've just done swatches. It's a very golden palette, like very warm. So this would be nice over autumn and things. But I mean, it certainly looks like one that I should enjoy. Let me just see what this metallic-y shade is like. Hopefully it's not too yellow, but at least I will know once I've tried it. This shade looks nice. I really like this deep shade here. Oh, they feel really creamy. So that's that one. Wow. Okay. Not sure if that's too gold for me, and it looks a little, you can see that might make my eyes look quite old and crusty. Let me see what this deeper shade is like here. Honestly, the formula though feels like butter. That's quite a nice colour. Wow, they are pigmented. Heck. Okay, where have I got a bit of cotton wool here? Let me just, those are super pigmented, so we'll see how we go with them, but we might be able to make them work or like layer them up with some other colours, but we'll give it a go and see. The next one that I rolled in was the Estate palette. This is a little mini. I think I've liked one of them and I think I've decluttered one of them. So this is in Foxtrot, little mini palette. Okay, actually this looks like I would probably like it. It's got like them khaki greens and then the slightly more bronzy shades, which is what I prefer now, and deeper goldens. So I quite like the look of this. Let me just try these, and to be honest, they don't feel too bad. That's a little bit of a better colour for me. I prefer those to this. So actually I think I'm going to be able to make this work. Yeah, I'm interested to give that one a go. And then the last one we rolled in without a palette was the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible. So I did buy this. I think I got it off Depop or somewhere like that because I really wanted it. And then I've not used it very much, I don't think. I did have to, when it arrived, one of the pans were smashed. So I repressed this one, but it's got all the face things in it as well. But I will be concentrating probably mainly on the eyeshadows, but we'll have a little play about with these as well. Oh my gosh, guys, I've just seen this has actually got a pan in it and I didn't realise. I'm going to have to re-roll. Can you see there? There is a pan in this palette already. How sneaky. That escaped me. Right, we're going to roll a new palette. I could keep it in, but it's got a pan in it already. So let me just pull the wheel back up. That was a surprise. So we need to, right, let me just pause you whilst I get the wheel up. Right then, I've just deleted that out of here so we can't get it again. Let's give it a little spin. What a surprise, bonus pan. I didn't even realise I had a pan in that at all. Unless I've forgotten to update the wheel, potentially. We've got, so the iRevolution Parental Control. Sorry, Parental Advisory Explicit Content. It is, bear with me, is this it? No. Let me get it quickly. I think it's a big palette, isn't it? Have I even still got this? Right, I'm definitely going to have to pause you because I don't know what I'm doing. I thought I decluttered it for a bit, but no, I have found it. Gosh, we get there in the end. Let me turn my iPad off. So, I think this has been in this before, actually, but I didn't succeed. Oh, I mean, to be fair, it's not a bad little palette. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to hit pan maybe even in one of these. Excuse the reflection. So we've got a lot of like different sort of tones of like nudes, like pretty sort of muted colours, but then we've got these few little pops of colour. So it'll be fun to play with if nothing else. And we'll give it a go and see. But But even like that blue shade is quite nice to use as a liner. Quite like the look of the lilac and the khaki. What's this formula like? Let's try this Rivalry. It looks like it could have quite a bit of a yellow goldy shift to it. It's not too bad though. Oh, look at this aqua. That's really, really fun. I mean, the formula feels much chalkier compared to some of the others. But I mean, they're not bad, are they? And then we've got this blue one, which might be nice on like the lower lash line. Do you know, I quite like a look at the mattes at these actually. We'll probably have a look. There's some nice warm mattes. This is really pretty. I think this would be nice in the crease. It might go nice with some of those golden shades that we've got. So yeah, I actually think we could maybe make this work. Well, that's quite a soft, it's like almost like a satin, isn't it? It's not like a matte. Does it look satin in the pan? Not particularly. Oh no, they have got a slight, because this little peachy one as well is more like a satin. Okay. I'm gonna enjoy actually having a little play with that. I think I'd almost disregarded this in my head, but having looked at it, it looks okay. It is I Heart Revolution, so the quality is not going to be incredible. However, they look not bad. We'll have a little play with them, have a bit of fun with it and see. And then the palette that I rolled in for, that's already got an existing palette, was the Laura Geller Cinnamon and Spice. Again, this is a really warm palette. Really pretty. They've got a tiny pan there, you can see already. So we'll just work on this. This is a great like all-rounder, don't you think? It's just a good one to maybe go on holiday with and things. You can just sort of have some really sort of pretty like nudie looks, but they're just sort of, they're nice. I might even try and get another pan in this, you know. You never know. But I've got a lot of use as well on the matte, so that kind of shows me, because pretty much everything's been gone into already. So it means for me, if I only focus on one shade in a palette, then it makes me wonder if I really like the palette. But this has got quite a bit of use on it already. So yeah, I'm happy to continue working on that one. Get a few extra uses out of it. Right, and we just need to pick a face palette. We got lucky last time. I'm going to have a look at something that I think I maybe, this is something maybe I haven't used for a while, or that I maybe need to think about decluttering. I've just got everything in here. I've got lots of different highlighters and face palettes. This one's fallen to pieces. That mirror's coming. Everything honestly looks like it's fallen apart. Is there anything in here I maybe want to get rid of potentially in the future? Let's have a look at, what's this? I think it's a little while since I've used this. And it is the Bella Pierre Heat Wave. I need to maybe start putting little stickers on them when I've pulled them out. But we'll have a little go at that. It looks like a kind of nice little highlight palette, lots of different sort of shades, and I'm getting into my highlighter again. I haven't got any highlighters and any project pans, so this will give me a nice little bit to play with, and I can always use them on my eyes as well if I feel I need to add a bit of something that I can't get from 6 palettes. So yeah, that is everything, guys. Oops. So the eyeshadows we're working on, the palettes are the Parent Advisory Explicit Content. We've got the Stoned Vibes from Urban Decay, the Juvia's Place Rebel Honey, the Charlotte Tilbury Celestial Pearl, Estate Foxtrot, oh my goodness me, the Laura Geller Cinnamon Spice, there's so many, and then finally the little Bella Pierre Heat Wave. So let me do a little smile for my thumbnail because I cannot take a photo. There we go. So those are everything. I will be back when I can. I'll try it for about a month, try and be a little bit more timely. But yeah, that is everything, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Sorry it was a bit pause, unpause, pause, unpause, but we kind of got there in the end. And yeah, I just love it. I was definitely ready for some new eyeshadows. I was just starting to get a bit bored with them, but then I've had them for 2 months, so no wonder. So yeah, take care. See you all in the next video. Mwah! Bye for now.